Ever get that feeling like you're, I don't know, duct taping a bunch of different online tools together just to make it through the day?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Wishing there was just a more elegant, kind of unified way, not just for building and managing applications, but, handling the everyday stuff too.
Absolutely. That digital sprawl is real.
Okay, so let's unpack that feeling a bit because for this deep dive, we've got some really interesting material. It's detailing something called the Xuda ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like it's aiming straight at solving exactly that kind of problem.
Exactly. We're looking at the Xuda ecosystem through, well, two lenses today, you could say,
Yeah.
both focusing on that core idea, unification.
Dual lenses. Okay.
Yeah, the first source we have details Xuda as like a powerful platform for developing and deploying applications, sort of the engine under the hood, if you will.
Right. The techie bit.
The techie bit. And the second source, it expands on that. It shows the Xuda ecosystem as a much broader integrated solution designed for, well, individuals and organizations.
Okay. Individuals and orgs.
Yeah. So our goal today is really to get a clear picture of what this ecosystem is and, why it might be relevant if you're looking for more streamlined, maybe more productive digital experience.
Got it. So let's jump into that first lens then. Xeta as a development and deployment platform. The source calls it state of the art, which sets a high bar.
It does.
What immediately caught my eye was this pairing of advanced orchestration tools
Yeah.
with a dynamic marketplace. What's the significance there, having those two things working together?
Well, what's fascinating here is how they amplify each other. Think of advanced orchestration tools as the really smart management system for building and running your apps.
Okay.
It handles all the complexities, in the background, making sure everything scales properly, performs efficiently.
Right.
Now, when you plug that into a dynamic marketplace, you're essentially getting access to this huge library of pre-built components, apps, tools, plugins.
Ah, okay. So it's like having a super efficient workshop, but it's connected to this constantly updating, like, hardware store next door.
That's a great analogy, actually. Yeah. The source mentions these pre-built apps, tools, and plugins right there in the marketplace.
So how does that fundamentally change things for developers? I mean, could it lead to different kinds of innovation, maybe?
Oh, it fundamentally shifts the focus, definitely. Instead of every single developer needing to, reinvent the wheel for common stuff,
Right, yeah.
they can just leverage what's already there in the Xuda marketplace. And this doesn't just dramatically speed up development, which hits your point about wanting efficiency,
Hmm.
but it also frees them up, lets them concentrate on the unique value, the special sauce of their own applications.
Okay.
And to your question about innovation, absolutely. Imagine like a smaller team, great idea, but maybe limited resources.
Yeah.
Access to a marketplace like this could let them quickly assemble a really powerful application just by integrating existing components. That could lead to more niche, more specialized tools that maybe wouldn't be viable if you had to build everything from scratch.
That makes a lot of sense. Kind of lowers the barrier to entry, maybe fosters more specialization.
Precisely.
Now, when it comes to actually getting these applications out there, deploying them, Xuda seems to offer a whole range of options. You've got specific user groups, PWAs, even native mobile apps. Why is that flexibility such a big deal today?
Well, it's really about meeting users where
Yeah.
they are, isn't it? User group deployments, for instance, give you a controlled way to distribute internal tools or apps with restricted access. Nice and secure.
Okay.
Progressive web apps, PWAs, they offer this really interesting middle ground. It's like a near-native mobile experience, but delivered straight through the web browser.
Oh, right. No app store needed.
Exactly, which can be a huge advantage, less friction. And then,
Yeah.
of course, supporting native iOS and Android development means developers can build those fully featured mobile apps when that's genuinely the best approach for their users.
It's about choice.
It's about having the right tool for the job. This comprehensive set of options lets developers tailor their deployment strategy to their specific audience and their application's needs.
And what about the infrastructure,
Yeah.
the nuts and bolts powering all this? The source talks about a global network of state-of-the-art data centers. It sounds impressive, but what are the actual tangible benefits? Would you, as a user or developer, really notice a difference?
Oh, you absolutely should. A global network means data can be served from servers that are physically closer to the user.
Faster speeds.
Faster loading times, a much more responsive experience. That's something users definitely feel. And state of the art, that implies, robust, reliable infrastructure, strong security measures.
Right.
And maybe most importantly, it speaks to scalability. If your app suddenly gets popular or you have big spikes in usage,
Yeah.
This kind of infrastructure can adapt. It can handle the increased demand without overly performance tanking. They also highlight it's suitable for everything from like small side projects right up to huge enterprise systems.
So it grows with you.
Suggests a platform built for growth, yeah, at any scale. Plus, they mention unparalleled uptime and support.
Okay, that's important. Now, there's also mention of a branded version for enterprises that want to host everything on their own local networks.
Hmm.
What's the main reason a company would go for that? What's the advantage?
Yeah, the primary driver there is often really stringent data security or regulatory compliance. Think about organizations dealing with super sensitive data, or maybe they're operating under strict data localization laws.
Gotcha. Need to keep it in-house.
Exactly. Having complete control over their infrastructure is paramount. So this branded version, it essentially gives them the power and flexibility of the Xuda platform, those advanced orchestration tools, maybe even leveraging the marketplace concepts, but all within their own secure environment.
So, best of both worlds, kind of.
That's the idea. Advanced functionality, but with maximum control and security.
Okay, so if we were to sort of boil down this first part, Duda is the development and deployment platform. What's the key insight, the main thing we should take away?
I think the core takeaway is that Xuda is positioning itself as this really powerful, flexible, and comprehensive platform. It's designed to streamline the entire lifecycle of building and deploying apps.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. By combining those sophisticated management tools with a rich marketplace of reusable bits, plus that global hosting infrastructure. It aims to empower developers and organizations to build, deploy, and scale their applications more efficiently and more securely.
Okay, that makes sense. Powerful foundation. Now, let's pivot, like you said, and explore that second source, the one introducing the Xuda ecosystem as a holistic solution. It sounds like it goes way beyond just the technical underpinnings of apps. What's the bigger picture here?
Precisely. This second source really broadens our view quite a bit. It presents Xuda not just as a toolkit for developers, but as an integrated digital environment.
An environment, okay.
Yeah, designed to enhance productivity, collaboration, communication for individuals, for teams inside companies, even for whole organizations. The focus here is really on creating a unified, seamless experience across a whole range of essential digital activities.
Right, getting rid of that duct tape feeling we started with.
Exactly. And the first thing they highlight to do that is a lifetime free account.
Free. That always gets attention.
Right. It offers a free drive with 15 gigs of storage, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, not bad.
An innovative email client, they claim it's better organized than traditional systems. We'll see. And a unified dashboard.
Okay, tell me about the dashboard. That sounds key to the unified idea.
I think it is. The free aspect, obviously, lowers the barrier to entry. Anyone can try it. 15 GB is useful. The email client, well, it promises innovation. But yeah, that unified dashboard, think of it as your central command center.
Right.
Bringing together your tasks, notifications, contact updates all in one place. The idea is to reduce that constant jumping between different apps. Help you focus.
Okay, I can see the appeal there. Less context switching.
Then we move into collaboration and communication. Features like project membership, a uniform environment, an AI chatbot, they say, similar to GPT-4.
Whoa, okay. An AI assistant built in.
Yeah, and apparently free, plus a messenger. How do these bits work together to make collaboration smoother?
Good question.
Well, these features are all about facilitating, smoother teamwork and interaction. Project membership lets you be part of different teams or initiatives, keeps collaboration focused within those contexts.
Right, like different channels or groups.
Sort of. And
Yeah.
the idea of a uniform environment is really key. A consistent look and feel, a consistent user experience across all the tools in the ecosystem that can minimize friction. Makes it easier for people to work together no matter which specific tool they happen to be using at that moment.
Less learning curve for each new thing.
Hopefully. And yeah, including a free AI chatbot, like a GPT-4 level assistant. That's a significant value proposition. Offering users intelligent help for tasks, answering questions, potentially boosting efficiency quite a bit.
And the messenger is just for, like, quick chats?
Yeah, an integrated messenger provides that direct, convenient channel for real-time communication, all within the same environment.
Okay. Then the third set of core features is around applications for enhanced productivity. Things like cash transfer, task management, and notifications. These sound pretty practical day-to-day tools.
They do.
But how might these integrated applications be, better than just using standalone ones? What's the advantage?
I think the power really lies in the integration.
Hmm.
Take cash transfer, for example. If it's seamlessly integrated with your contacts already inside the Xuda ecosystem,
Oh, okay.
sending money to a colleague or a friend could be much quicker, much easier than having to switch over to a completely separate payment app, find them, etc.
Right, fewer steps.
Exactly. Similarly, having task management directly linked to your projects, your notifications, all within that same environment, it ensures everything's contextualized. You're maybe less likely to miss important deadlines or updates.
Because it's all connected.
It's about reducing that friction, that
Yeah.
mental load of constantly moving between different unconnected tools.
Okay, now this second source also breaks down the specific benefits of the Xuda ecosystem for different groups: individuals, corporate employees, and organizations.
Yeah.
What are the tailored advantages it points out for each?
Yeah, it does spell that out. For individuals, the focus is really on better personal organization using those unified tools, leveraging that AI assistance to simplify tasks, maybe help with decision making, and of course, the cost savings from the free access.
Makes sense for personal use. What about employees?
For corporate employees, the benefits it highlights are more around streamlined communication using the messenger, the project memberships, a less fragmented work experience because of that unified environment, plus secure data storage with the free drive.
Okay. And for the whole organization, the company level.
For organizations, the advantages really lie in improved team collaboration, thanks to that consistent platform and the project memberships. Potential cost reductions, maybe, by consolidating multiple tools into this one ecosystem.
Right, instead of paying for lots of separate services.
Potentially. And also the possibility of integrating their own tailored applications, aligning the platform more closely with their specific operational needs.
It sounds like Zoot is really trying to be this, I don't know, central nervous system
Yeah.
for both our work and maybe even our personal digital lives.
That seems to be the ambition. Yeah.
The source wraps up with Zuta's vision, bridging the gap between individual needs and organizational requirements. How does that big vision tie everything we've discussed together?
It essentially connects the dots, doesn't it, between that robust development platform we talked about first and this user-friendly ecosystem of tools. The powerful underlying tech enables them to create this wide array of apps and services. The ecosystem then provides an intuitive, integrated environment that caters to what individual users need day to day, while also offering the structure and collaboration features that organizations require.
And the AI is key to that.
It's presented as a key enabler, yeah, helping to personalize the experience, enhance productivity for everyone, sort of bridging that gap between the personal and the organizational within the ecosystem itself.
Okay, so bringing it all together then, we've looked at the platform, the ecosystem. What's the core understanding of the Xuda ecosystem we should walk away with? It feels like more than just a random collection of features. There's a design here.
Precisely. I think the Xuda ecosystem appears to be this carefully constructed dual offering. On one hand, a powerful, adaptable platform for building and deploying applications.
Right.
And coupled with that, a comprehensive, integrated suite of tools and features aimed squarely at boosting productivity and collaboration for individuals and organizations. It's really about synergy. Synergy.
Okay, yeah. The development capabilities fuel the ecosystem, and the ecosystem provides this unified, user-centric experience for a whole range of digital needs.
Okay. And for you, the listener, if you've ever felt that that sense of digital fragmentation we mentioned, juggling too many disconnected apps and services, the Xuda ecosystem presents a pretty interesting proposition. It makes you wonder, doesn't it, how having these development capabilities and all those productivity tools sitting within a single unified environment could potentially simplify your own workflows, your own digital interactions.
And that raises a compelling question, maybe something for you to consider.
Given this kind of convergence development platforms, marketplaces, everyday productivity tools, all rolled into one ecosystem like Xuda, what new efficiencies, what new possibilities might this unlock? For the way we work, the way we interact with technology, in the future, it's definitely worth pondering the implications, maybe even exploring further how these integrated environments could reshape our digital lives down the road.